and you just have to kind of keep cutting. Right, well, I do got some good news. First is that I finally have some proper lighting, so there we go. Hopefully that helps quite a bit. A little more professional lighting setup, he says sarcastically. A lot of my videos lately have been on boxes, or rather Amazon deliveries and disposing of boxes, but the point still stands. I have a lot of boxes. One of the first things I brought up was that I was losing these box cutters I had quite frequently, and while they are cheap, they're not free, and I did have a bunch of replacement blades, and so I simply decided to 3D print a replacement box cutter blade holder. It works pretty well. I got no complaints, really, but it was still effort, right? Well, here's something even easier. This is an automated box cutter, right? I mean, it literally is made to cut carpet, cardboard, whatever. Mostly cardboard, I'd imagine. That's kind of what they usually market it as. But automatically. It's supposed to make things easier. And just as an example, yeah, I mean, it cuts through cardboard. Certainly wouldn't argue that it doesn't cut, right? There's really not a difference between all of these. And ultimately, the idea would be to dispose of these. But that's kind of where my thinking has changed slightly now. So rather than just disposing of them, I have a cat. And I buy these little horizontal cat scratchers for him. And as you can see, he uses them, he enjoys them, and eventually sort of tears them up. But what you could do is buy another one. Or make another one. You see, one of the best things about 3D printing is the community behind it. I had the thought to make something to cut cardboard in a way that I didn't have to get a straight edge out and actually measure every single cut I take. And someone's already had that thought. And they made this. This printed perfectly. They even had it set up in the exact orientation to print in. You just had to add supports and add your own M3 screw and, I mean, your blade, of course, and that was it. This thing works remarkably well. So we'll come in here, we'll line it up, and you can see there's a bit of a problem here and there where things will get stuck, and it doesn't always work perfectly, especially when it gets caught on little weird edges, but otherwise it makes some pretty reasonably decent cuts. It can be a bit finagly, especially when you get towards the end of certain pieces. You're always going to have some waste. That's sort of unavoidable, but at the end of the day, rather than just tossing all this cardboard directly into the trash, I can make these little strips that, when put together, will make the basis of a cat scratcher. Now, granted, this is nowhere near enough cardboard for my cat to scratch. You'll need a lot more boxes for that. Fortunately, I have quite a few more boxes. Now, obviously the first problem you're going to run into is you're going to get two different sizes. Even if you get the exact same boxes every single time from Amazon, which you won't, you're going to come with a long edge and a short edge almost always. And the short edge isn't quite half the size, so I should probably cut these all roughly to the short side and just disregard the rest here. Doesn't have to be perfect, just approximate, I would say. Yeah, I think I'm pretty reasonably happy with that. Now let's see how many actual usable pieces I get out of this. So sometimes I notice you do that. You sort of fail an edge as it gets kind of squished in. I've just been flipping it over and trying again. Yeah, it's still fine. There's really no good way to use the last end bit. You sort of just have to do your best. Well, gotta be honest with you, that's a bit more of a workout than I'd like to admit, because I am not in good shape. All right, well, so far so good. These cuts are all fairly even. I will say it's not bad, but what I'm expecting about 4 times as much as this, so maybe about to hear when I'm done, hopefully, which is an okay size, but it is a little bit short. I suppose it's possible I'll just need some more boxes to complete this. So this is about one relatively large Amazon box. So maybe you need about 2 large Amazon boxes to really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 make a decent sized scratcher. Yeah, more of the same basically though. I just need to kind of work my way through the rest of this box and we'll see what we come up with. Ruh-roh. Dropped my auto cutter. Yeah, some of these are going to be a bit challenging to get started just because they're a bit mangled up on the edges. I don't really have a good edge to start on. I'm going to try and trim just a little bit off the edge here and see if that helps with the problem I'm having. It should give me a more firm edge to cut against, I think. So, combination of a couple problems. It looks like I had some gunk in the blade and that edge was a bit poor as well. So it might be time to actually rotate this blade. I've been through quite a few cuts now. You can kind of tell from the camera, but you can definitely see where it's been ran through quite a bit. So let's make sure I put this back correctly. If it went in this way, right? It's a bit of a finagle to get it in there. It looks like there is some cardboard stuck in. Probably impossible to show the camera, but there is a bit of cardboard stuck down there where the blade rests at. I don't really know how you're supposed to get that out. Actually, hold on, I think I might have something. I actually got this screwdriver set from Target, I believe. I don't know if it's one of their brands or just something they carry, but it comes with a handle and then a bunch of these screwdrivers that slot in. One of the things it came with was like a little nail remover, which might be the right shape I'm looking for in that crevice. I guess it's not necessarily an issue. There's just a little bit of gunk down there where the blade sets into. You can see from the wear which direction the blade's already been in. So I'm just going to put it back in and hope for the best. Mostly in there. I'm trying to get it really in there because otherwise the screw doesn't have a place to go. I mean, it's certainly sharper now. It cuts. It's just the blade clearing that screw hole. So that's kind of the problem we've run into, is now the screw won't fully seat because the blade's still in the way. I guess it's probably fine since the blade's being held somewhat by the screw. I guess I'll just run it. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's sort of a flaw of the design. There's not much I can do to clear that area out, and so unless I'm willing to print a whole new part, I'm not really sure there's much really to be done. I will say it's a night and day difference with the blade flipped. Much, much easier to cut again. Okay, here's what I got. It worked. Thinking perhaps put it in a box. So it didn't quite fill up this entire thing, which is a bit of a bummer, but it did fill up a okay section. I added some of the rejects just to sort of pad it out, but yeah, overall, I would say this was not worth the effort. It could be the sedentary lifestyle, but I found this quite taxing, at least for what the end result was. Pretty, you know, if it was some project that turned out like really nice or, you know, something great to look at, maybe it would be worth the effort. But for the amount of effort I had to put in for the result, no. I would definitely refer you to Mr. Amazon here. Yeah, I mean, I would certainly buy this product that's probably on the screen with me right now over making this. It's a bit of a weird shape. The box is a bit too tall. I don't even know if he'll like this. I might have to cut the height down a little bit. Come here, baby. I need you for an inspection, please. Can you inspect this? What do you think? Hey, will you inspect this for me? What do you think? Is it okay, or is it kind of shit? Immediately gets out. Yeah, I've made a bit of a mess here, haven't I? Oh, he's coming back to check it out. You gonna get in? Sorry, I'm just kind of farming for thumbnails at this point. Come in here. Yeah, come on in. Look how well made it is. Yeah, I know. Come have a seat in there. Doesn't it look really, it looks really comfortable, doesn't it? I take back everything I said. This project was definitely worth the time. I would do it again. It worked out fantastically. And what a great project. Yeah? You like it? What a fantastic, good use of time, huh, baby? Oh, yeah. That's all I have for you today. I just wanted to show you my thing I was doing. And now that my cat approves of it, so do I. So thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe and watch some more videos. So my cat likes it, and I'm just now realizing a bit, well, very belatedly, I'm not wearing my new audio. New lighting, no new audio. So you're currently looking at fabulous lighting and a fantastic example of a beautiful cat enjoying this wonderful project I made, and pretty shit audio. Oh well, no one's perfect. I'm sure I'll get this whole YouTuber thing down pat eventually. Yeah, new audio. I'm sure it sounds much better, possibly louder, but better, I hope, than just my microphone across the room on my phone. Man, I got the new lighting and everything, but I forgot the audio. Isn't that a shame? Man. Oh. Oh. Well, I think that's it for today. Thank you for stopping by and watching. Sure wish I had this audio on the whole time. But hey, new lighting, new audio. Eventually I'll have them both in one video. But yeah, I would call this a mild success. My cat seemed to like it, and that's all that really matters. So like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.